Let me tell you a story about a man at a job for 40 years, a woman in a bad situation for 30 years, a boy in pain all of his life. And God gave me a word today. And he gave me 3 words. And these 3 words are, you are released. That's what I heard. You are released. And the thing about it, if you think about someone being released from something, you can think about being on a job for 50 years, being at a bank, having an account, something that you've been doing for a long time, and one day, just as an example, whatever it is, you get the pink slip, and that pink slip says you have been released. Now you've been at this bank for a long time, or you've been in this bad relationship for a long time. You've been in this bad situation. You've been waiting on a certain thing. And see, because all of this that you've been waiting on at this job, it could be like a prison. It's like you're in a place where you do the same thing over and over for a certain amount of time, for many years, and you've been doing it for so long, and now it's driving you crazy because you've been doing it so long, and now you want to be free, but you're bound. That's what I'm talking about. But just think about it. To every situation that you're in, whether it be a marriage, wherein you're on the divorce court, and you're believing God for reconciliation, or you're in a bad situation or a bad relationship, and you're waiting for a situation where either God reconcile or God will free you. You're in a situation where it's a life or death situation, and you've been in it for a long time, and you want to be free from it, and so you're waiting on God to move. And so in all those situations, it served as a place of a prison. It served as a place that you're stuck at, right? So this is what God is saying to all of those places that you're in, to that prison, to all those situations. God is sending a pink slip. He's sending a pink slip to your situation. He's sending a pink slip to your pain. He's sending a pink slip to that bad relationship. He's sending a pink slip to that to what you've been believing God for, that ungodly soul tie. He's sending a pink slip to that bitterness. He's sending a pink slip to that hurt in your heart. He's sending a pink slip, and what he's doing, he's going to take the pain away. He's going to release you. He is going to release you. So in other words, it's like being in a prison, right? Being in a prison. And in your prison, on your release date, what had to happen? The gate had to come open. And how does the gate come open? By electronically, where it's hitched to a bar where the gate come open, or with a key. And so now God is saying, you have the key. Your key is in your possession. You have been released. You've been waiting for the release. You've been waiting on the outside for the release. You've been waiting for a sign. You've been waiting for God to touch you in a certain way, or touch someone, and that's to come by and help you. Even some of you, you've been in a place where you've been like the man that was at the pool of Bethesda for 38 years and waiting on someone to come by and help him and put him in a pool. Now, this particular pool was the call of the pool of Bethesda. And at the pool of Bethesda, every season, every year, an angel of the Lord would come by and touched and troubled the water, and everyone that got in the water would be made whole. And so many of you have been watching your healing. You've been watching your breakthrough, and you've been watching other people getting blessed. You've been watching other people, God touching other people, while you've been waiting on somebody to come by and help you and carry you to the place of your healing. But God is saying, you have the key. It's in you. And that's what Jesus came to that man at the pool of Bethesda. He said, do you want to be made whole? And see, the man was wanting to give him an excuse, but Jesus ignored his excuse and said, do you want to be made whole? Do you? If you want to be made whole, rise up. Rise up. Rise up. If you want your release, rise up. If you want God to bless you, rise up. Rise up. It's time out for being beat down. It's time out for everything being bad in your life and everything is down. It's time to rise up. To where in God, way up, God is down. But when you're down, he's going to lift you up. And so it's time to rise up. Shake yourself off. Just like what the angel did when Peter was in prison and the gates came open. And he was bound there, but the gates came open. And you know what he told him? Arise and cast your garment about you. Arise. And so I say to you in closing, arise and put on the garment. Put on strength. Put on confidence. Put on joy. Put on wisdom. Put on a fight. Put on determination. Put on victory. Put on everything. Strength. Put it on. Release. You have been released.